The last few years have been big years for biopics, I've noticed. There's been a lot of movies made about people who really lived and who were real people. So how do you think Goodbye Christopher Robin kind of stands out from the crowd, or what makes it an important biopic for people to watch?
Well, I mean, it's the story of the Milne family during the time that Winnie the Pooh was created, rather than a biopic in a sense. And the script, I think, is very brilliant by Frank Cottrell Boyce, because it touches on so many different things. It's a love letter to family. It shows this wonderful story being created, and it's got lots of themes in it.
My personal favorite part of the film when I was watching it last night was when Nanny said, he's not even mine, he's yours. And she was kind of wrestling with how their family unit was sort of built.
Yes.
And it made me think about chosen family, which is something that we can build even aside from biological family.
Yes.
Do you think the film speaks a lot to that?
I hope so, but I think it's very much set in a time in England where families of a certain class did hand the children over to nannies. And, you know, the relationship between Christopher Robin and the nanny in the film is in many ways the emotional heart of our story. You know, it was very typical for a lot of English men. You know, their first great love, for some men, their only great love was their nanny. And Kelly MacDonald plays the part so well. It does go to show you never know who your family's going to be.
Will, what do you think that families can talk about or learn about if they were to watch this together, like if kids were to watch this family with their parents?
For kids these days, they're always on their phones, and as a kid, I know that, but I think it's also to talk to your family and really treasure those moments, because they're not going to be there forever, and you should really think about what you're doing with your life with your family.
The story of how Christopher Robin became such a public figure reminded me a little bit of modern social media, how we put everything on our Instagram or everything on our Facebook. And obviously Instagram and Facebook aren't in this movie, but how do you guys think that speaks to our modern tendency maybe to overshare things?
Well, I think it is a portrait of child celebrity. And in fact, you could argue that Christopher Robin was the first, or one of the very first, child celebrities. And to be fair to the Milne family, they didn't know what they were getting into. They couldn't have predicted how famous all over the world the stories would be and the focus that would put onto Christopher Robin.
So you are playing Christopher Robin, who is a child star. Now you're the star of the movie. Does that make you worried? What do you think about that?
I'm more excited for it. There are a few nerves here and there, but I'm just hoping for tons of fun, really. And I do hope I could do another film with another cast and just make it just a fun experience.
You've done many more films than Will has. Do you think
Two more.
do you think you learned anything from working on this film that was maybe a new life experience for you?
Well, I did think a film set from a boy's point of view is actually a very special place, because you see a group of men and women, young and old, experienced, inexperienced, all working together to the common good. And there are so many life lessons that a film set can teach you.
Who do you think should most watch this film? Who do you think would really benefit from watching it?
Anyone who's a child or a parent.
Well, okay.
To be honest, that is what I was going to say as well. For people to understand that your family is the best gift of all.